Hello, citizens of the world. Today, let's talk about reincarnation. Through religion, we learn about reincarnation, but that doesn't mean that science doesn't believe in reincarnation as well. There are many samples throughout the world, and science has been investigating them as much as possible, while religion had already embedded the idea that it exists. Different religions had slight variation. Some believe that after your passing, you will be judged and determine if you are worthy of a reborn, while some others believe that it is much more of a natural process where you have no choice to choose as to what you will become. Among most of the religions' idea of rebirth, the closest possibility to a scientifically unproven theory is from Tibetan beliefs, in specific the rebirth of their leader in every cycle, which triggers a curious question. On a conjectured scientific theory, what if every living being had a superbug which controls the entire human body, and when we die, it never dies? Something that is unknown, we call it as soul, but in actual we could be referring to this superbug. It's something of an essence where it is small and well hidden, and based on current scientific technology we are not able to find such evidence. Many dive on the belief that our soul will pass on to the next life, but not many people ask how. My theory on how the bugs survive in every cycle is simple. It is basically an entity that does not require energy to move or survive. So the bug is constantly traveling and would latch on to other elements that requires fuel to survive. Every life form with different cells, like a puzzle. They rely on each other to provide energy, and they build a very fragile relationship with each other. The whole process would not be successful if there's no one dominating entity that sees all of them bind together. In this case, that would be the superbug that I am referring to, the one that controls your entire body, your thoughts, and your consciousness. They live in a very secluded part of your body, but has the ability to control everything. We consistently thought it comes from the mind, because we presume that if your mind is lost, then your soul is gone. However, that could be as simple as your superbug is disposition, rather than really be gone. So scientifically, if we are able to find or prove that this type of superbug exists in every person's body, then we will be able to crack into reincarnation. Many scientific dispute against reincarnation for a very simple fact, that no one remembers their past, or in this case would be their past life. I, however, believe that this superbug had all of its memories stored in its body, and would be able to reproduce part of its memory onto its new body, specifically into the subconsciousness of human mind, which then we would refer them as dreams, some which doesn't make sense, while some others giving hints and clues of your past life. It has more to do with the emotion that is given at that time. Specific place invokes specific memories, where sometimes you could feel familiarity when you travel to a certain place. You feel very fond of it, and you feel just like home, but you could not explain them. While some other place you always have the creeps, uneasy feelings, terrified atmosphere, and downright just feel something is wrong. We call them a gut feeling. But this could well be part of your life previously, as your superbug relates such familiarity within its memories. So now comes the question, why do we lose past memories? In my theory, this could be because of a defensive mechanism naturally found in the bug to shield us from past trauma. Imagine if you remember every generation of your birth. Things that go wrong would be more than things that go right. With so much pain in us, it would be hard to deal with most of the unworldly incidents that happens in our past. Imagine your past life image where you get stabbed, or killed by a grenade, burned alive, or die drowning. All these unpleasant events will keep looping in our mind and would turn a normal person psychologically depressed, which is why nature had rid us of such pain simply by just locking up such memories or blocking it altogether, so that our rebirth is not interrupted by the past. The second reason for this is also to give life a second chance, as our past could be ugly. If the past life memory continues, we could stuck on our same old self and would not be able to shake off molding ourselves to the old image. However, we are not entirely shielded off from our past image, as some people could have acted the same way as they are before in their past life, but maybe at a slightly different perspective. Imagine if you found out you were a psychotic criminal, or Hitler, maybe a monopolistic rich person. All the crimes you have committed in the past could affect your present, which is why I believe we forgot with a reason. There is also a potential of a second conjectured theory that is close to the Matrix. What if our superbug is actually like a tape recorder, and higher beings had put us in a pod to regenerate the readings of our memory? Like an actual tape recorder, we are put into a virtual world to play our memories, and some people believe that our life is fixed, like on a book, and everything is fated, because it is just a replaying of our memories, and not our actual self-making memories. For all the reasons, I believe one day science will be able to discover part of the mystery that would give us the new opportunity to make them in good use or create chaos with it. As the saying goes, the reason why we want to make a better future for our future generations is to ensure if the possibility is real, then our reincarnation into this world will be a better, more comfortable place for us. But it seems that human beings are turning our place worse for the future generations and potentially for the reincarnated peoples. Understanding this could give us the glimpse that we are actually immortal beings. It's just that every cycle we take a rest, like a sleep, to reset ourselves from all the worldly things, which is why in most of my topic, I emphasize on making a better world. Because if we were to create heaven and we understand the process of death, life would be a much happier place. All the materials that the world gather for short-term and selfish gain or satisfying own pleasure created hell on earth, environmentally, physically, and psychologically. The phrase creating heaven or hell is up to us. Our action is being judged based on what we do at present days. Reincarnation is part of two other topics that would touch on the same issue, which is karma and the existence of religion. And in time, science will slowly discover the truth behind reincarnation. To say that once you pass, everything goes dark is partially true, but you will never know when you see the light again and you lost your memories, a new beginning of your presence will be rebirth again, and ponder on the same questions. Is reincarnation real or not? As always, stay creative and imaginative. I see you guys on the next episode. Bye.